Namaste, namastizzle. Peace and many freaking blessings. Shalom. What's up? How you living? How you living? Hopefully, y'all have had a great week. Um, Having a greater weekend coming ahead. And if you celebrate this holiday, so be it. Okay. Um, it's going to be a bunch of Negroes that actually will celebrate this holiday. So, I mean, you're going to have to look, if you don't know by now, you're going to have to let people be who they are. You know what I mean? You're not going to beat consciousness into somebody. You're not going to force them to be conscious because people do what they want to do. Regardless of what they say, their actions will always tell it. You know what I mean? There's this conscious sister, and she really does know what she's talking about. I think I spoke about her before, and she just rants and raves because she knows what she's talking about. But the fact that people aren't listening is getting to her, and you can tell. You see what I'm saying? Um, so nobody's going to listen to that. You know what I mean? And she went on OnlyFans, and justifying why she went on OnlyFans, she said because people don't listen to her on Facebook. I mean, but really? I mean, that's a hell of an excuse, but I mean, that's what works, so be it. I've gotten to the point where um there's only going to be a few people to listen, and the masses were never meant to get the messages. Okay. The masses, just like Bobby Hemmett said, was never good at anything except dying. So be it. It took me a long time to get to this point, you know what I mean? And I'm here and I'm here to stay, So if people want to listen to my messages and it resonates with them, then fine. They want to ignore me, that's also fine. They want to unfriend, unsubscribe, that's happened a lot. That's also fine. You know what I mean? I no longer am trying to save everybody because everybody can't be saved, and people love being stuck in ignorance, So I've been let's okay. Let me see if anyone's here yet. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Let's see. Um, let's give me a second. I want to check the chat, see who's here, and say hello to a couple people, and we can go from there. You know what I mean? Um, Peace and blessings, Sharon. Peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma. Namaste, Portia. Hey, Empress KK, what's going on? That's a hard lesson I learned on this path dealing with family. Peace and blessings, Kunami. Sister Righteous, how are you doing? You're welcome for the Solomon info. Please take advantage of it. Please. It works. You know what I mean? Like I've said, if you never heard me say this before, I I've always been weird to my family. Always been different, head in books. I would spend an entire day at the Philadelphia Library, and that's a big library. I would busy myself all day in the Philadelphia Library. That's how much I love to read, and that's how much I love books. And it has continued, you know. A large portion of my family are into criminal activities, unfortunately, and that just wasn't me. I made a conscious decision when I was 15. I still remember this. I even said it out loud that if I ever had children, I would make sure I would never do anything that would put me in jail to be away from them. And I would always be there for them, whether me and their mother was there together or not. And I think no, I don't think, I know I've stuck to that. You know what I'm saying? Life behind bars, I can't see that happening. I just can't. That's no life for me. So if that deems me weird or, nerdy, so be it. But I can do what I want when I want. See what I mean? The logic that we have in the black community is fucked up when you think about it. Intelligence is frowned upon. You know, um, just the way we view things are ridiculous. So I know it sounds like I'm giving up. No, I just give the attention that it needs to people who actually want to hear what I have to say. Okay. Um, I mean, there gonna be some people. Okay. Remember, I'm always saying that the reason I started this channel was so that people who were interested in this particular path would not have to travel the road that I traveled because it was so long, hard, and arduous. You know what I mean? But there are going to some people who are going to have to learn that way. You know, people just people that refuse to read, they refuse to listen. And here's the interesting that people refuse to do. They refuse to follow what was put down before them. That's the silliest shit ever to me. You know, you would rather. I had a conversation a couple of days ago with this young guy, and he said that uh he said something about a ritual he did. He said he never got a response. He said he's been trying for so long, got a response. So I finally asked him, I said, what exactly did you do? What kind of ritual did you do in detail? Tell me what happened. Maybe I can help. He says, I don't know. I made one up. Look, here's the thing. They're getting that from somewhere. People are getting this. I am God. I have melanin. So I'm black. I'm God. I can do anything I want. And so they go and do things willy-nilly. You know what I mean? That's fine when you get to a certain point. But how do you get to that point? You know what I mean? That was the reason rituals were recorded. That was the reason magical systems were created to pass them down. You know what I mean? Our people are so hard-headed that they got into this. There's a lot of people saying, you know, all you need is you. You don't need nothing else. All you need is you. You're God. All this comes from you. Yeah, but then what? The same people who ascribe to those kind of beliefs are the same people still having financial difficulties, still having problems with the law, still having in debt to their ears, and can't solve no motherfucking problems, but yet and still they got. You know what I mean? So this is running rampant in the community too. You know, and I'm not soliciting myself. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, think about the fucking hard-headedness of melanated people, the hard-headedness, because nobody wants to listen to anyone who came before them. Okay. Remember, I traveled this path. I had no other choice. Uh that was my path. I had no other choice because I couldn't find a mentor or a teacher or a guide. I couldn't find one. You know, and the ones who wanted to try and do that wanted to charge me outrageous prices. They wanted to get over. You know what I mean? So there's a reason there were gods of writing: Nabu, Thoth, Hermes. You see what I'm saying? There was a reason things were recorded. Why not learn that? Why not learn how to do something and then you make stuff up? Okay. This makes sense. Am I resonating? I'm sorry. I kind of went on a tangent there. Um, what's up, brother? Peace. Brother Moore, you said a mouthful. Now I say nothing and let people do as thou will. Exactly. Just let them be. Peace, my sherry. Thank you so much for. Oh, you're welcome, Sister Righteous. Not a problem. Peace, brother Caribbean Grimoire. What's going on? Uh, there's so many levels to this. Like brother Konami just said, there's what's up, Technique Twin. Technique Twin, I gotta give a shout out. He gave me a fantastic book that I'm just gonna show in just a second. But um, and I really appreciate that. That book is a gem also. But I'm gonna say this one more time. It's gonna be the last time you hear me say it. Oh, find if I had to travel this particular path any other way, I would have. Okay, I would have. I would have trusted a mentor. I had a mentor briefly uh, when it came to voodoo magic. I had briefly. It was real brief, and he didn't want me to surpass him, and someone else said that. You know what I mean? So jealousy and stupid shit runs rampant in the so-called conscious as well as the so-called magic community. You know what I mean? Find someone. Find someone who can guide you. Don't try and make up shit because you God and then wonder why the shit don't work. You don't even know the fucking basics, but you making stuff up. You can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised at the stories I hear from people. You'd be surprised. All right. Love, light, and peace, EJ Taylor. Your cup always has to be empty on this path. That's wild. That's a word right there. Absolutely. Right. And now I believe you can decipher any grimoire I put in front of you. I can. But look how long it took. Yeah, it took me. All right, I'm in my 27th, going into my 28th year, and now I can do that. Now I can decode any grimoire. You know, look how long it has taken me, how much money it has taken, how much studying, research, experimentation, and failure it has cost me. You know what I mean? Some of my books cost $200, y'all. That's not it's not an exaggeration. The book called Mesopotamian potency incantations cost $200 from the University of Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's sad. Peace, love, and blessings, Diana Nichols. Jealousy, envy, and energy stealing to boot is sad, and I don't want to get a mentor at the always great broadcast and audience. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Jealousy runs rampant amongst us because they are claiming godhood, but not cultivating it through true growth and development. Thank you so much for saying that. You know what I mean? Thank you, Technique Twin. I totally get that. You know what I mean? People like Bobby Hemmett, Azazel Bay, C. Freeman L. You know, these people should be known, like really known. You know what I mean? Um, but again, I appreciate the number of people who come to hear me talk. You see what I'm saying? I never claim to be some kind of master teacher, you know, or this person you have to listen to. I just give suggestions. You know what I mean? And I'm continue to just give suggestions and share my experiences. Maybe it'll help somebody. See what I'm saying? Any of y'all ever watch Kevin Samuels? I've been watching his videos this past week. Um, and I must say, I think the man was trying to help the community, the so-called black community. I really think he was trying to help. You know what I mean? This man exercised extreme patience. Some of the people who called in and talked to him, it couldn't have been me. There would have been cussing matches. It couldn't have been. He had so much patience, respect, and he was trying to hold us accountable. He spoke savagely to men for 3 years before he got to the women. Okay. Um, and so the world watched as women, I'm gonna say women, women celebrated his death. You know what I mean? That should have been an in-house thing. All right, not a public thing to happen. Fuck Vivica Fox for what she said about. The lowest of the low is you mocking somebody's dying, somebody's death. That's still somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's son, a relative. How would you feel, Vivica, if someone actually mocked your bloated ass, getting a BBL at 60 years old? How stupid are you? You know what I mean? It just pisses me off feminism and sisterhood for the win, to be quite honest. Because I see the women still mocking his death. You know what I mean? And that man was actually trying to help. He was holding everybody accountable. He spoke facts and statistics. You know what I'm saying? So I'm late. I am late getting to him. I had heard his name, but I hadn't really checked out his videos. I finally did, and I was like, wow, wow. They hated this man for what? He didn't kill anybody. He didn't kill anybody, and he didn't do any heinous crime. He didn't molest a child or no shit like that to be deserving of people celebrating his fucking death. Only in the black community will you see some shit like that. You know what I mean? He believed in the importance of family. In every other race, the family is their power structure, not black people. No, no. Feminism, sisterhood for the win, because they strong, independent black women. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go all into that, but I was just shocked. Once I finally viewed I withheld judgment until I actually watched his videos. I withheld judgment until then, and I came up with an informed opinion. This man was trying to help. He was trying to help put our families back together. You got to applaud somebody who's trying to do that in the most dysfunctional, broken family structure of this particular race. I want to send you a book. I will message you later. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Empress. I know you love Bobby. I know. I know. And never stop speaking to us ever. I appreciate that. Bobby was way ahead of his time. Exactly. I mean, you can go to Bobby's earlier videos when I like to say that he was really dark side, and he spoke stuff that's coming into existence now. Right. Those great teachers you named are indeed best kept secrets for many reasons, because many are not ready for their work. Right. 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 I can't do call-in shows. He was an image consultant and a life coach, but the women will go to a woman life coach, and I bet I can't say that, but I mean, yeah, I can. It's my opinion. I bet they don't give him the harshness or the vitriol that they did this man. This man was trying to help put our families back together. That's my honest opinion. Every show that I seen, he was respectful. He was patient as hell, And people say, "Oh, it ain't like his delivery." Why? Why is the truth so hard to grasp? Why is it so hard to accept when somebody tells you about yourself? You know what I mean? Like I said, if you don't know who I'm talking about, that's fine too. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it. But I think the man was trying to help. I do. I honestly think some bitter women and the alphabet men use magic to take him out. I have to agree with that to a certain extent, because anybody, think about this, anybody who was trying to repair the damages in the black community have been taken out. You know what I mean? Now, they say those Red Bulls he was drinking may have caused or contributed to his death. Could be. Because you should never drink a Red Bull. Okay? That's some harmful shit. It is. Like those energy drinks. That's not stuff you need to put in your body. Okay? But the man, I've watched at least 10 of his videos. That man was trying to help. He was trying to help. And yet, women, and I'm talking about these women who are call themselves conscious or spiritual, are mocking his death. Think about that. The spiritual ones are doing this too. Sisterhood for the win. The programming is strong when it comes to feminism. It is very, very strong. All right. So the spirit took him out. We can agree to disagree. Can't fix stupid with Gorilla Glue. Oh man. That Damn. You're steadily becoming one of the grandmaster, brother Magic. Namaste. Thank you for that. I humbly accept that. I think those was paid bots that possibly started the trend to shame Kevin after his passing because of his powerful work that helped men. Okay, I can accept that too. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. Peace, Bobby L. The truth is hard to accept when it's a person conditioned to live a lie. The lie then is a part of the person's self-worth. Bobby L spoke a word, y'all. Amir, Olisa, Ray, Ra. I suspected that. These people don't be conscious. They just like hearing they conscious. Right. There's a lot of people who like the titles. Remember I said before that there's a lot of the word occult being attached to everything. So now it's a broad term. Okay. This is where your level of discernment comes in. If someone says that they spiritual, are they really? Look at their behavior. Look at their actions. Look at their circle. There's ways, and people will always tell them themselves. You know what I mean? Um, I'm always speaking about dreams too. So let me move past that because I find myself getting a little pissed, to be quite honest, when I think about everybody who's tried to help the Black community has somehow gotten taken out some kind of way. So, I hope y'all are dreaming lately. Um, so many lessons are taught to you in your dreams. I want to go to this real quick. Then I'm going to go to a video. This is the book. Again, shout out to Technique Twin for sending this to me. I had never heard of this book. It's called the 75th Book of Thought. 75th, right? The initiation of the Book of Gates. During life, we visit various realms in the celestial, astral, and higher worlds as part of our visionary and sleep travels. We seldom remember these travels. As we progress through life, the various gates of the mind open to the dimensions and worlds that we resonate with best. Our choices and decisions in life prepare us for the next life. There are literally thousands of gates within the mind that connect to thousands of different worlds. During our living, waking state, the beta state, we ignore the potential of these gates. There are health gates that connect to worlds that glow with healing energy. There are wealth gates that connect to the worlds that flow with abundant wealth energy. There are rejuvenating worlds that flow with energy that rejuvenating power and energy. These are just a few of the worlds that we are all connected to. There are also worlds with dark and negative force that we can tap. Some people consciously and unconsciously tap into various worlds that their earthly bodies resonate with best. It's not highlighted, but I want to read it anyway. The Book of Gates was designed by the god Thoth to help humans choose more wisely from the plethora of worlds and energies that we are connected to. And then after this life, we go back to the worlds that we emanate from. Our dreams are the best guides to the worlds that we are connected to. If you do not remember your dreams, it is a sign that your soul is connecting you from recalling your life on worlds that are not desirable. In this case, a soul would benefit from elevating through the use of various tools. Soul evolution. I'm saying it loud. Soul evolution is more than reading books, meditating, and eating right. It involves a coordinated practice of placing your consciousness in higher and higher worlds that ultimately raise it to the point that it can no longer incarnate on the lower worlds. Most people never cultivate a relationship with the higher worlds. Okay? This book is a gem. Again, shout out to Technique Twin. Thank you so much for sending this to me. With your permission, I would like to put it in my Patreon. That's with your permission. If not, I understand that too. Vivica Fox got a BBL. Indeed, she did at the age of 60. At the age of motherfucking 60. Peace. Sister Katrina, namaste. Kevin Samuels tried to reach down and pull people up, but like gravity pulls back down, so do foolish people anchor themselves to buffoonery. Exactly. Exactly. I could not see, after a couple years, I could not see what people were talking about. Like, what was so bad about that, man? What was so negative? And that's what Vivica Fox said, that it was karma. His death was karma, is what she said. When you put out negativity, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. And I kind of like to think of myself as kind of intelligent. So I didn't see any negativity. I saw a man trying to help people, and they hated him for it. So be it. So be it. I'm not. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I got a lot of Gibson's work. Master Gibson. Yes, yes. Thoth is an example of being who is highly evolved, reaching down to help the initiated minds move up the evolutionary chain from human to demigod to a god through lifetimes, in my opinion. A great opinion. Working with Thoth in itself is a spiritual system. I totally agree. Shout out to you for accepting. You don't need my permission. It was a gift to you. Do as you please, and what you do is an honor. Ashe. Ashe and namaste. Thank you so much. I like to give people's permission. I think I'm one of the last people who actually try to be respectful of other people. I don't just take anything for granted, but thank you for that. I appreciate it. Let's hear what one of the master teachers that I just mentioned, let's hear what he has to say.
Self-knowledge and self-revelation. When those three keys are in place in consciousness, your soul self, the true you, begins to open up, begins to give you insight as to who and what you really are, as well as where you really are. It just happens because that's the proper divine orientation of self. We can supplement and still be fairly accurate. There are a lot of brothers who believe that they are Hebrews, black Jews. That Wali Akram thought he was an Arab. Well, he'd spent so many years studying Islam and was so impressed with the Arabian of Arabia that he decided to change his citizenship to Arabian, because black folks had no dignity in the 20s. So brothers used to take a towel and tie around their head and put on a little cheap suit and walk into any hotel in America and say, "I would like a room, please. My name is Abdul blah 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 blah." Yes, sir, yes, yes. And get waited on like that. In other words, a black man could be anything but an American black man to get the kind of service, recognition, prestige, and honor as any foreigner would get. Of course, that wasn't true everywhere. I mean, my roommate, an African from Ghana, thought so. You know, I'm an African, I have a country. And went up to the restaurant up 3 blocks up past Xavier University in Cincinnati, in the Appalachian neighborhood. And he went from African to nigger in less than 1 day. Because that was their mentality about anybody black. It's whether he had an accent or no accent, could speak or couldn't speak. And he was hurt. I mean, this young man, because this was a, like real, right, straight out of Ghana, African. I mean, he didn't have all this stuff we got in the back of our heads about this American white boy, But he was dreaming, in terms of not being a part of what we are. And it didn't take but 1 day. And the brother came back. This is a very bright young man, Came back. Freeman, I swear, I cannot understand this. I cannot understand this. He called me a nigger. A nigger. This young boy, folks got money. You know, he wasn't a prince or anything, but you know, he wasn't on welfare either. Let me tell you that. You know, that kind of psychology. Now, my later understanding that it had the reason he was hurt was not because of the fire with which the white boy threw at him. What I realized is that Cleto Hassan Real, that was his name, did not know who he was. You can't become something other than yourself when you know who self is.
Ding, 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 ding.
If you know you can sing, can't nobody say, man, that don't sound right. You know? Remember when, this is a perfect example of that idea. One of the announcers tried to criticize Michael Jordan's game one day when he was a little off. And he was saying, well, I tell you what, Rashid. And he said, yeah, Al, you missed a couple of shots and made a couple of bad passes. And Michael looked at him like this. So I said, what is wrong with you? You know, because he knew what he could do. Well, that's identity. That's self-knowledge. That's self-revelation. It lets you know what you can do, who you are, and what you are. And no critique can change that. Criticism hurts, stumbles, doubt, fear, inferiority as a complex, the illusion of, let me make that perfectly clear.
So he said a word. I'm starting to say that a lot, huh? The master teacher, that's the master teacher, C. Freeman L. Dry as hell. Not gonna lie, dry as hell. But he knows what the hell he's talking about. Like, nobody can tell me that I'm not an occultist. The fuck is wrong with you? And Dora Pauls. You know what I mean? I did get questioned a couple times, but this was years ago. You know, I had people wanting to challenge me. I said, you don't want those kinds of problems. I don't play like that. Not even as fucking, you know, playing around or joking around. That's nothing to play with, because I will fucking destroy you. You know what I'm saying? But the point that C. Freeman L was making is what I wanted y'all to hear. Okay. Dream Singers, The African American Way with Dreams. Very good book. All right, I will check that one out then. I've never heard of that. But this is why I also say, when someone tells me they don't remember their dreams, I'm like, what? Something's wrong. That's not normal. You're supposed to dream. You know, the dream I had last night and this morning, I still remember. It's very vivid. You see what I'm saying? But then again, I take supplements to help me with that. I've shown it to y'all before, but tart cherry juice is a big part of that. So is the mushroom I told y'all about. Okay? I appreciate that. I was guided to gift you that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you were guided. Thank you also for gifting us your earned findings as well. You shall be more than forever blessed for that. Ashe Technique Twin. The Tao of Dreaming by Rosemary Ellen Gully. Very good book. Yeah, I know that book. Yeah. How do you handle doing Master Gibson's text along with the other lessons? Oh, you're talking to, okay. Okay, you're talking. All right. So, even though we know this dude quite possibly an agent, he posted this yesterday. I want to share this with y'all. He posted this yesterday.
6 years now. And it just shocks me that in 2024, I'm still being told that there are certain towns that I can't deliver in. And when I ask why, they say they're sorry that people are the way they are, but I can't deliver there. And it's crazy because when I first started at FedEx in 2018, and my supervisor there, I was in Springfield, Illinois, and she told me, like, you can't go there. And I was like, huh? She's like, you can't go there. And I ain't too much think of it. And so I was delivering one day in a different town, and I had a late pickup, so I had a few hours to spare. So I'm like, I'll just drive over to the next town. It's like 12 minutes away. Like, I'll just go to the Walmart. You can always kill time at Walmart. I drive over to the Walmart. I walk in, and the looks I got made me immediately turn around, go back to my truck, and drive, the little 12, 13 minutes back to the town that I was in. And I parked in an abandoned parking spot, and I just sat in that abandoned parking spot for like 2.5 hours. And
2.5 hours.
she's like, I'm sorry, but that's just the way they are.
What surprises me in the supposed year of 2024 is that people are surprised that sundown town exists. They like, where, how clueless are people? You know what I mean? The government knows about this. I guarantee you they do. You know, do you not know what kind of place this is? Do you not know what kind of a society you live in? And do you not know the people who've been the originators? Let me just say it. The originators of racism, who they are. Okay. They probably gonna flag me for this, but so what? I really don't care. But also fear. That fear. All she said was people gave her looks. So I'm not saying put yourself in a dangerous situation. I'm not saying that. And you're always supposed to have situational awareness. Okay. But this is why I stress getting into some kind of spirituality and protection. Your ancestors will protect you. Okay. I'm not saying test it out. Don't do that. Okay. But know how to combat and arm yourself with knowledge. You heard what C. Freeman L just said. Okay. It amazes me that people still don't know this. Okay. I always say, know who you're dealing with. And I'm sorry if any Caucasian person is watching this and think that I'm being racist. No, I'm not. I'm talking about documented history for decades. Okay. Those people didn't go nowhere, and they had children, and their children had children. Racism is passed down, remember? You can't possibly be naive to think that racism has gone somewhere. You can't possibly be that naive. Of course, just my opinion, all right? Those amanitas are surefire. Yup. Y'all post a picture. Or more. Brother Moore posted a picture of the amanita. I bought the tea you suggested, but I always remember my drink. That's good. I hope you write them down. You are indeed walking crossroads energy, taking after the great teachers who decoded what was going on in the world and were simultaneously still great occultists. Thank you also for taking after the greats. Oh man, I am humbled to hear you say that. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? Thank you. I, of course, I don't see myself that way, but that's a hell of a compliment. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. But yeah, now more than ever, we need consciousness, spiritual consciousness, magical power. I told y'all, the only thing these people respect is power. Now, how are you going to get that power? How are you going to activate it? Besides knowing who you are, besides knowing that you have melanin in your skin. Guess what? Everybody has melanin in their skin. Okay? Everybody. This is a fact, not my opinion. That's a fact. Okay? So what are you going to do about it? It makes it more and more obvious why Lovecraft Country was canceled, Magic, and showcasing the Green Book. Thank you for saying that, because what I took from that when I first saw it, I was like, they're telling us, yeah, we know who you are. You have this kind of power to protect you. But the rest of y'all don't know it. You know what I mean? They was in a sundown town and they got caught. They was about to be executed and then got slaughtered. You know what I mean? That wasn't, I don't, take that as no, just this some fictional shit. No, you have that kind of power where you were able to fly, fly, motherfuckers, fly like Superman. You know what I'm saying? Don't think that what I'm saying is so fantastic that we couldn't do it. We could do it. You know, how you think the pyramids were built, which they still can't reconstruct that kind of technology. You know, we had great things, and if anyone bothered to read the ancient civilizations and study, you will see this is what they were capable of. All right, our people are still just fucking around and just entertained by celebrities who ain't worth shit. None of them. You know, none of them. I said what I said. Thanks for saying that, brother Konami. Me and him had a very interesting conversation earlier today, and we were talking about I say interesting, and then I can't remember what we was talking about. We were talking about the movies that he suggested. I think I'm gonna dive into one of them tonight. Troy, Alexander, and what's the other one? Uh, damn it, Troy, Alexander. Anyway, check out Konami's. Uh, he just had an interview 2 days ago with Asir, the Duke of Tears. A very good interview. Y'all check that out. Okay. Asir, the Duke of Tears is a young, I don't think he's young, but he knows what he's talking about, you know, and he is dry too. I hate to say it like that, but there's no other way to put it. You know, just but that's because it's so much information coming from this brother pours seep information, and he been doing it for a long time. You see what I'm saying? So, Troy Alexander and uh, are you gonna put it Gladiator? There you go. I was waiting. Like you gonna put it there? You see, I'm struggling. um, their website is in a different language now. We're showing the price point. I put lessons. Okay, y'all are talking to each other. Okay. The link to it is to a new about how white people made St. George to separate black people in Baton Rouge. Yeah, I've been talking about his Telegram for a while, y'all. I've been talking about him and um Telegram and his YouTube channel. So I've been saying it for a while. So check him out. That was a good interview. I need to go back to it myself. Let's see what Katrina sent me. Trina's always sending me. A church in Mexico. Is that what that says? A church in Mexico. Yeah, that's what it says. A church in Mexico is selling plots of land in heaven for $100 a square meter. Dora pause. Are you fucking kidding me? But no, no. There are sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, there are sometimes I want to make money off people because the way I see these people hustling people and making a living from it, I'm like, if I wanted to do that, I could, but my spirit just won't let me take advantage of people like that. I don't need money like that. Wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is this? Oh, this shit looks so nasty. These BBLs don't look great, y'all. They don't. They don't. Please don't get them. Don't do it to yourself. Look at this shit here.
But yeah, that's it. That's right. That's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah. But you gotta move forward with it. But yeah, that's it. That's right. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Tell me you have mental issues without telling me you have mental issues. Good Lord have mercy. What else is there to say after that? Wow. Humans, like Sharon said, right? What the fuck? Like, door pause like a motherfucker there. This is crazy. And they've refused to leave these fucking children alone. Look at this shit right here. This really gets on my goddamn nerves, man. I mean, and they're gonna flag me for cussing so much, but it is what it is. I believe in treating adults like adults, so my audience are adults. Look at this shit here. The children passing out money. No words. No words. Diaper booty. Right. Look like she got a filter, but a butt filter. That's that dude Zion Williamson's baby mama. Being some of them BBLs like seeing them tiny box Chevy on 30-inch rims. That's why I said, why would Vivica Fox at 60 years old get a BBL? Advertising herself for a man. Yet and still, this is what Kevin Samuels was warning her of. Anyway, Jewel Pookrum, don't forget to check her out. Dr. Jewel Pookrum has some great information on health-related stuff dealing with the Black community. You know what I mean? Let's check her out. Check out what she says here.
Next.
You mentioned something about cells, and I had a question about sickle cell and the problem of sickle cell in general.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I don't say too much about sickle cell because I'm just healing over that, really, a personal healing. Because when I began to look at the campaign that was put forth in the late 60s, the little monies that were put together to have these little buses go in our community to draw our blood out, it was actually for genetic research. It was not to actually elucidate any type cure for sickle cell because it was understood that it was not a disease. It is actually an environmental adaptation. And so in those areas in Africa where it was very moist and swampy, where mosquitoes reigned, that the red blood cell took on a different shape so that it could actually exist with this particular bacteria in the bloodstream and not allow the individual to die. Okay? Now, sickle cell is not a problem anywhere in the world if the individual eats a diet that is respectful of their body. One of the worst things that Africans with sickle cell trait or sickle cell disease can do is begin to eat sugar. When you give sickle cell trait, sickle cell individual sugar, I mean, somebody was even telling me that they give them Gatorade. I was astounded in the hospital because this person is going to crisis, 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 crisis on to the grave. You cannot eat processed sugar and have sickle cell because the first thing it does, it attacks the spleen. And if you have sickle cell, you've got to keep your spleen healthy so that it can continuously take those distorted blood cells out of the circulation so that you can function. If you eat sugar, the spleen becomes non-functional. All these abnormal cells then now get stuck in the joints, and that's when you start having pain and stiffness and the bilirubin, which is a breakdown product of the blood, now backs up into the blood, overloads the liver, you get jaundice and the whole ugly scenario. So the key is that sugar is a no-no for these individuals. They cannot have Hostess Twinkies. They cannot have cupcakes. They cannot have juice. They cannot have pop. They cannot have white bread. They cannot eat any of that. And if they were in Africa, none of that would exist, right? So that's why everybody's walking around with sickle cell and nobody knew they had it. Because they did not eat a diet that challenged the blood to challenge the spleen so that it became a problem. So this is one of the worst things that parents can do that have children with sickle cell, is to give them juice, pop, dairy products, sugar, and white flour foods. And if you stay away from that, I guarantee you won't know that you have sickle cell or sickle cell trait. Okay? Thank you.
I just wanted to for those of you who are unfamiliar with Dr. Jewel Pookerman, I've shown her a couple times. Her, Dr. Yafa Bey, these are great teachers, and she is absolutely wonderful when it comes to information about not just melanin, but how certain things react in your body and what you can do to heal yourself. You know what I mean? One of the worst things you can do is add to something you already have. I know someone who had cancer and it was in the last stages, and they would give him Gatorade and gummy bears. Because I guess they figured he's going to die soon anyway. That don't mean you add to it. How about trying to reverse it? People don't think it's possible because that's what the doctors tell them. You know what I mean? Remember what I always say, that your body is the most perfect mechanism in the universe. It knows how to heal itself. And so certain things that come out your body can be recycled back into the body, okay, to heal, right? Certain foods that you put in your body. I knew I was going to be out in the sun today. And so before I went, I knew I was going to be out in this heat. And this Texas heat is brutal right now. It's like, what is it, 99 degrees or something like that? It's going to be 99 degrees for the next week and above. The humidity makes it feel like it's 109. That's how hot it is. Before I went out, though, I ate a big bowl of fruit. I had pineapple, plum, strawberries, and cherries. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fine to drink water, but the more natural way for your body to absorb water is through food and fruits and green leafy vegetables. Okay? It's not just about, because you think about it, you drink a lot of water, you're going to start pissing it out. You know what I mean? Your body, the natural way to get water in the body is through fruits and vegetables. Vivica doesn't seem to know her worth. She's been doing animation, Scooby-Doo to be exact. Can't remember her character in it. Katrina, you have sickle cell? Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Sharon just said. Doctors don't make money healing. Not at all. Don't forget, I gave out the book, The Art of Shinku. I'm not sure if I put it in Patreon, but I will today. That is a gem of a book. I just gave it to somebody today. They got all the vitamins listed there, all the herbs, you know. I'm trying to remember. I might not have it up there already, but let's see if we can get another clip in here. I know black cherries. I love black cherries. I stay stocked with black cherries. The trait, not full blown. Okay, I got you. My son is in Texas, and Lord, he complaining like hell to me about the heat. It is hot here in Texas. It is extremely fucking hot. It is a true Texas. I was about to say winter. A true Texas summer. We didn't have we didn't have much of a winter. We ain't have much of a spring. We went right to summer. Okay. This is when the AC breaks down. Keep your AC serviced. If you live here in Texas, you already know what I'm talking about. I think Portia was here. Portia, no, because Houston is hotter. You know what I mean? Um, what else did Miss Katrina send me? What is this one? Let's look at this together. Of course, it's TikTok. Wow. 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 Let's look at this together. Y'all. Check this out.
This wasn't real. So there's this pastor preaching to his congregation, and he's calling them cheap and stingy because they won't help him reach $1 million in one day. Watch the video and let me know what you think.
More than what you've been giving. And so if we had 500 people give $10,000, if we have 500 people give $10,000, we can raise $1 million in one day. Lord, I also break a stingy spirit because I sense that there's some heavy hitters watching me tonight. There's some people that can give 200,000, 300,000. They can give 50,000, 20,000. They had it saved up. But God, that's a stingy spirit on. There's a spirit of fear. So I break that spirit of stinginess. Some of you are just giving maybe a little money, $10 here, 20, when you know you have thousands of dollars. Don't be like that. Come on, tell me what you can give. You have money put away. You have money in accounts that you know you are sitting on. And it's not right that you come into a ministry like this and get the presence of God and the glory of God, and it's hard for God to get your natural things. You should be willing to give when you have finances. You have finances that you have to give, but you're holding it up. You will have it saved. You have it put away somewhere. God wants you to sow that right now. You have large amounts that you have in savings or annuities, or you probably have to go in a CD and break it, but God is giving it to you. You need to sow it tonight.
Well, so what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments, like and share. Later.
Motherfuckers, you crazy. You can't make this shit up. How much you want to bet? I'm willing to bet money that some people actually sent him thousands of dollars to after he said that. You know what I mean? This is all-powerful guy, but he needs your money. You can't make this shit up, people. You can't. See, I've been watching Kevin Samuels. You can't make this shit up. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow. They say if you want to become a millionaire, all you have to do is start a religion. This is what a whole lot of people are doing in the occult community. I'm just starting not to like saying that. In the so-called magic community, this is what people are doing. They get in the bag through people's naivete. You know what I'm saying? It is discernment, people. Remember discernment, okay? Remember discernment. This motherfucker said that people are stingy because they don't want to give him their money. My two boys have the trait as well. Oh, really? I didn't know that. On the news, it said the humidity makes it 109 degrees. Actually, it showed the map, and every state on the map was in the hundreds except one place. God damn. A cured patient eats a lost customers. Oh my God, I just bought black cherries, Sink Life. And when they nice and plump, they are delicious. And they have a lot of water in them. I'm still here. Yes, it's smoldering. Yeah, Portia, if it's hot here, I know it's hot there in Houston. Smoldering. But that's a tip. You don't want to just drink water, y'all. Don't just drink water. Eat some fruit. Okay? Please don't be drinking alcohol and going out in this heat. That's how you have a heat stroke. You know what I mean? I just had got some from the farmer's market here and had to save the rest until tonight. Pocket watching. Pastor Pork Chop want his bread right now. Right. Pastor Pork Chop. Right. How is it that humanity hasn't risen above this level of gaslighting from other people, period? I'll never understand. I don't get it either. That's gaslighting like a motherfucker. You want people to break into, you can't make this shit up. You want people to break into their savings after the events of the last 5 years to give you money and said the Lord wants you to give. Pass the pork chop. Can't make this shit up. Wow. Y'all better give him his monies. He wants the Nancy Kerrigan move done on. Right, Caribbean Grant. He want his knees taken out. It's hot in Texas, but South Florida can break your spirit. 10 months of extreme heat. God damn. Yeah, that would break my spirit. I ain't gonna lie. 520, 5280 West, or you're going to hell. Hashtag. That's common. Right. The pastors hustling hope, pimping salvation. Right. This is what they do, y'all. This is what they do. This is why I tell y'all discernment. Always discernment. They in broke down cars and he in a Benz. Exactly. Playing on humans' intelligence that don't remember their mission of godhood for themselves. Right. You're stingy if you don't want to give up your savings. That's the silliest shit I ever heard. But Gibson did say there's a part of us that enjoys suffering. I believe that. I totally get that. And I totally believe it. I eat fruit, drink magnesium. You drink magnesium. Okay. Pink Himalayan salt and lime along with, I never knew how to say that word. Shilajit. Shilajit helps with hydration. Yeah, I keep my fruit stocked. Yes. And, your own bodily fluids. I'm trying to say it without saying it, but those who I talk to outside of here know what I'm talking about. Your bodily fluids help you. Okay. Again, the human body knows how to heal itself. Right? It's always been there. But like Sharon said, a patient cured is a customer lost. You know what I mean? All right. So, there's a Kevin Samuels clip I actually want to show y'all. I'm debating whether I should show this or not. Watch later is where I put it. I know I put it there. This is the only time I've seen him lose control. Let me see. Let me see. Where is it? He had said to this woman he would shut this shit down. This is the only time I saw him lose control. You know what I mean? I think this is it. I think I found it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm debating whether I should show this or not. I mean, it's not bad, but I noticed a lot of people are posting his videos now. Okay. I don't know the ulterior motive behind that, but his videos are being shared a lot right now. I'm debating, y'all. I think I found it. Should I show this or should I just end this video for now? I've been getting Shilajit. I've been considering taking some myself. Shilajit? Is that how you say it? Shiljilat. That's how I say it. Okay. All right. Shilajit. And it's a godsend. I've heard of it. I've never taken it. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Let's look at it. Let's look at it together and we end with this. Fuck it. Let's look at it. Check this one out. This one was entertaining. Ready? And here we go.
Okay. So I've been watching you for like a month. You talk about us women a lot. You target the young women, which are weak. We're not finished.
What's the criticism? Okay, do me a favor. Make it short. What's the criticism of critique? What is the issue?
Okay, why do we have to, our mothers have to teach us how to be wives?
Who else is supposed to teach you?
Ourselves?
No, ma'am. That's why we behind now.
I mean, that's what life is about. Learning. Most of our moms are not there all the time. Some women doesn't have mothers.
Stop. Women are supposed to teach themselves how to be wives.
No, I didn't say it's supposed to. I did not say supposed to.
I said, hold on, I don't know what I'm talking about. You said, why are our mothers supposed to teach us how to be wives? I said, who's supposed to teach you? You said, ourselves.
No.
Trauma.
That's what you said?
Listen.
Ooh.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to?
Listen.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Don't tell me to, whoa.
You're very intimidating.
Whoa, wait a fucking minute. Wait a minute. I will shut this shit down.
You're intimidated. It's okay.
I'm not intimidated by you. I'm not intimidated by you, sweet. I don't know why you women think somebody's intimidated by you. I'm just not gonna let you act
okay,
a fool.
I apologize. Don't cut me off.
Don't tell me what to do. You're not intimidating, dear. Why would I be intimidated?
I'm not trying to be intimidating.
I want you to think our women are so quick to try to buck up to a man like y'all can whoop somebody's ass. This is you're backed up by a system that makes you feel powerful in the face of me when you're not. Ma'am, this is my platform. You just talk crazy. You listen. I am older than you. I know more than you, and you're gonna tell me to listen when you're wrong.
I'm asking
wrong.
I'm
if
on
you
the
want
line.
to start again, you can't use a bigger voice than me. You can't win that way, okay? The way you do this is you reset. You don't over. You can't.
Okay.
With that cheap phone.
So when I first saw this, I laughed so hard. I was like, what? You like, whoa, I will shut this shit down. I was like, wow. But what he said, I totally get it. He said the women are backed by a system that makes you feel powerful in the face of men. I totally agree with that. Totally. I've seen it way too much in the corporate world. You know, women are quick to call the cops. You know what I mean? And that's a whole different topic, though. I was considering going into that topic, but I'm not going to do that. You know, but I totally agree. And that's the only time I really saw him lose it. You know what I mean? That's the only time. Every time someone most of the women didn't get that bad, but a lot of the women who called his show were aggressive, just, for no goddamn reason, combative. You know what I mean? So, yeah. When I first saw that, I rewound it a couple of times. I just told Kiki about Shilajit. Okay, I'm going to Coolio. I'm going to try to, show it. We all grown in here. Yeah, show it. It breathes life into me immediately and over time strengthens hair, skin, nails. It truly is amazing. So, Kevin was the boss. Yeah. I truly believe that man was trying to help. I do. And then for all of a sudden, for him to just die. Anybody who's tried to help the Black community and got a lot of people to start listening, where are they? You know what I mean? Where are they? That's going to do it for me today, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for attending. Everybody who's been here, Portia, Empress KK, Legacy Sigma, Technique Twin, Moon Feather, Katrina, Caribbean Grimoire, Righteous, Brother Moore, Sharon, Bobby L, Brother Konami. I like saying all y'all names. Did I miss anybody? Diana Nichols, Amir, EJ Taylor, Ma Cherie. Everybody who came, thank you so much for your attendance. This has been a busy week for me, so I wasn't able to be here Tuesday. But yeah, I'll see y'all next Tuesday, probably. If not, then I usually will give a forewarning in the community. I'll usually post a short or something, but I want y'all to enjoy the rest of your day, the rest of the weekend. And if you celebrate next week's holiday, so be it. I'm not going to clown you for it. I'm not even going to speak on it. Remember what I said. Let people do what they do. Okay? Let people do what they do so you can see what they would rather do. See what I'm saying? That makes sense? Thank you so much. I will see y'all next time, for I am the one, the only, the incredible, the dynamic, hilarious, the undeniable, I say undeniable, the diabolical Magick La Croix. As I greet you in peace, as always, namaste.